go. There's our theme music. Randomly Speaking podcast this evening with Rudie Rich and obviously Esther Asher, my beautiful co-host. Good evening, CCB80. Welcome everybody. Please like and share out. Keep tapping. Let's see how far we can get this evening. On the line.
Welcome to another episode of the Random Podcast Show. Myself, Rudie Rich, and alongside my co-host, my two wonderful, beautiful co-hosts, starting from left to right, Asherpreneur.
I actually go by only one Asher these days, but okay, we work with Asher. Asherpreneur is my other name, but yeah, only one Asher.
Only one Asher, yeah, that's good. That's TikTok.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that. And
then we have Be True Paris.
Be True
Good
Paris.
evening, everyone. Happy Friday.
Happy
Friday. We are back. We've been off for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Esther's been busy, you've been busy, I've been busy. We've missed a few weeks, so we've got a lot to talk about and a lot to catch up on, I'm sure.
Welcome to everybody who's logged in on the TikTok live. Just big up yourself. Yeah.
So we are streaming today on TikTok.
Streaming live, yes.
Yeah, live from the spot.
The HQ.
The HQ.
Yes.
We are streaming this evening on TikTok.
Obviously,
live.
they can't see me on the TikTok, but it's cool. You're going to see the video when it comes out, the full length. Full length on the next one.
I was going to show you him, but he's like, no.
Give them a little bit of suspense, innit?
Yeah,
give them
true.
a little bit of suspense.
That voice is sexy, isn't it, ladies?
I was going to say, let them have the mysteriousness behind the voice.
Yeah, the mystery.
Not the only one with the radio voice.
Like how we're streaming on TikTok. I think, let's talk about some TikToking. Let's talk about TikTok.
What are we talking?
We're talking about everything TikTok today.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with. Let's start with Esther.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm probably the worst person to start with.
That's why I'm starting with you.
I don't. Yes, I do actually have a TikTok account.
There you go. Okay. Why are you on TikTok?
I think initially, Aria was on TikTok when it was called Musical.ly.
Oh, was that what it was before?
That's what it was before.
I did not know that.
I
Did you
know
not?
Musically, but I didn't know that was what TikTok was because it was a lot of singing and dancing. That's how it all, makes sense.
That's how it all started.
Makes sense.
And I didn't catch on till actually quite late, probably maybe the beginning of this year.
I want to say 17, 18 for a while.
Okay. So when did TikTok really start trending? I mean, because let's go through the social media.
Well, Facebook was 20.
No, let's go back. Let's go back. We're going back.
Okay.
We're going MySpace.
Drop me out. That's your end.
Oh,
really. I didn't have a MySpace.
If you're going MySpace, then you got to go MSN.
Yeah.
That was first.
MSN Messenger.
MSN Messenger was
Blackberry.
first.
That wasn't really social though. That was just like a
Of course
chat.
it was. Yeah, but it was a group chat because you could make group chats and you could have private chats and all your friends
Which
would
was
join
first
into
then?
the chat.
MSN Messenger or MySpace?
I'm not sure. I would
I
have
feel
thought
like
MSN.
MSN Messenger was first.
I would have thought
Because
so.
when MySpace jumped on, then it was Facebook. So
Okay.
MSN Messenger and like
might
Black
be
Chat. Do
first.
you remember like Black Chats and all those
Yeah,
little
yeah.
forums that you would join and stuff like that to group chat and stuff like that. So those kind of chat forums were first.
And then it
kind
spread
of
out and became more
spread out.
social.
MySpace, then you could personalize it and, your profile and add music clips and all of that. Then it kind of went to Facebook. Then you could have friends plus your own pictures.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Do you know
it
what I
became
mean?
more personalised to you and
Yes.
to your life sort of thing, innit? Like an insight into you. Here's my world
Yes.
sort of thing. And I feel like TikTok and Snapchat, that's also even Twitch, because I didn't realise like with Twitch, there's people who stream, just have a camera up in the house and just walking around doing anything. But people watch that.
Yeah. That's
So people are just interested in people's lives, innit? And comparing it to their own. That's how
Who's
it's
the American guy who does that? Like he's just
Kai.
followed everywhere with the cameras.
That Kai Sent.
Is that-
Kai Sent, yeah.
Yeah, he's
But
like
you
the
know
most
what? It's
high
like-
paid, most high paid.
Yeah, him and that.
streamer.
Yeah.
What's the other one called?
Speed?
No, I Show Speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's another
So
one.
yeah, and there's another one who was like the first one that got famous for playing football.
That's a TikToker. No, that's a streamer.
Is he a streamer? I don't know. He's just an internet guy that made stupid amounts of money.
Okay.
Oh my
I don't know,
gosh, I can't
basically,
think of his
but
name.
Then
But he was
YouTube.
on-
then you had your own television channel. So that's why people like all the little Ryans and stuff, they made bare money. Just unboxing.
Unboxing. I remember my daughter used to watch little kids play with Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
And I was worried. I was worried at the time because, like, why would a child be more interested in watching people play with dolls than actually playing with the dolls? But little did I know, a couple of years later, it grew into this whole thing. And you got to think, like, it made me wonder, though, because it is so big, people, their ASMR, like, I can't lie, mine is like mowing gardens, the pool guy, like I like the carpet cleaning.
Okay.
Things. Those are my little clips that for some reason I find myself just like, okay, I'm engrossed. But this, if you think back further, do you remember when Big Brother first started?
That's true.
And they had a whole channel where you just watched them.
All night, yeah.
All night and
after thing, you could watch them. Oh, that's
you could
true,
just watch them around the house.
Yeah.
And I never used to understand, like, who's going to really sit there and watch them? But people did.
Yeah.
People did actually sit, and that's where we are now. And you got to think how many years ago that was. That's got to go back
25, because I had at least my first one.
I was going to say at least 2005. And people used to
that.
sit and watch the Big Brother house when it wasn't on. It was just a live stream of it. Because remember, they used to play bird music if they were swearing and stuff like that.
Oh, God, yeah. Tweet over it, yeah.
So it's like, that's all dawn. Like, I suppose, like, secretly, we've all enjoyed watching other people's lives. Because even...
Googlebox.
I was babysitting.
Yeah.
Gogglebox is one of them.
Yeah.
But even I was looking after my godson the other day, my godson and my goddaughter, and he was watching a YouTube channel, and it was this family where they're just, you know, they're obviously entertaining and talking to the
royal
screens.
Family.
Yes, that is exactly
the royal family.
them.
I knew you would meant them because my lot watched them as well. And it's just, again, silly challenges,
just mother, father, son. And it was just like, and my friend was just telling me, like, you know, when they first started, they were in this flat and now they're in some sort of mansion, like the money.
Yeah.
The kid has a slide from his bedroom to the swimming pool.
I saw that.
That's the royal family.
I saw it.
The royal family.
Man jumped out the window.
Yeah.
And his father slammed the fridge door. Same one?
I don't know.
Did you not?
No, I just know that he woke him up one day and he's like, and he chased him, and then he went down the slide from his bedroom to the pool. The royal family, they're there. Yeah. Like
and it's just like from people watching them. Not even people, kids.
And it is like with this particular site, the more you stream, the more money you make.
Yeah.
The more people watching, the more people engaging, the more money you're going to make.
Yeah, so talk to me. Tell me, like, I've got a TikTok account. I you know, everything social media, I've got all of them, but do I use all of them?
No.
No, I'm still old school. Like, not saying I'm anti anything or like, I just don't check them as often as I should, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do the basics, you know, always on Insta. I got the Snap. I only ever go on Snap is when people do pictures or whatever, and then I snapped it to you and then I check it. I don't.
I love a Snap filter. So
are you not just like a general, I suppose because you're quite active in your life, like you're very busy. So I suppose it's for those, you know, if you're waiting in the car, you got to wait 20 minutes. Do you not just jump on social media, give it a little flick through?
I check my emails first. After I've done my emails, then I get around to the socials. You know,
but mine used to be Instagram, then Snap. Now it's just TikTok. Yeah, that's all I ever go on really.
I need to get up to speed.
Instagram, because now I've changed my account so I can monetize off Instagram as well. So now I will post on there, but because I want to build up my TikTok, that's kind of where I'm trying to divert that traffic to. But the difference with TikTok is people you don't know. When you go live or when anything you post, TikTok pushes out to 300 people that you don't know initially. And it's about consistency. If the algorithm sees, oh, okay, you're here and you're a human being and you are posting every day and you are going live and you're going live and you're engaging in the chat and you're talking with people, then you will monetize and then they will see you and they will always push yourself out on the FYP. That's why I like TikTok and see it as a business as opposed to linking up my friends on there. I prefer not to have my friends on there because it's people that you don't know. And that's just interested in whatever your niche is or just your vibe or your character. For me, I think people think like they like my energy. Try and be high energy on there.
People love your energy. You know,
and motivating. So
definitely.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Especially, and you're very engaging. And I think for me, I have a very short attention span. So for me, when I'm looking kind of at socials and what kind of grasp me's are the ones that are engaging, not just whinging or whining about something unless you have a point that interests me.
Yeah.
But to stop me from scrolling, I need to see that energy. I need to see like, oh, okay, what are you about?
Yeah. That's like
And
me.
to hold my attention as well, you need to keep, so like, you do that very much.
Yeah.
Your lives.
But I've been I suppose I have been studying it for a bit. So I'd be quite late at night and watching a lot of other content creators from across the pond. And I think Americans are high energy anyway, but the way how they do their TikTok lives is what I'm trying to aim to, because it is high energy. They have over 100 people in their rooms. People are really engaging with them, but it is the background. It's their hands in the screen and it's energy, and the people feed into that and they want to stay and watch you. So it's just like tweaking in your personality a little bit, I suppose, or just being yourself.
So if someone like myself wants to get like more up to speed on my TikTok, you're gonna show me the ropes.
Yeah, of course.
Because
there's
like I
enough
said,
room on this. There's 8 billion people in the world, isn't it? And on this site, you can touch all of those people. Not all, like, but you can touch. You're touching so many people who are outside of your realm.
Yeah.
That you don't even know, and it doesn't affect you, if that makes sense.
So is it a case like say you went live on TikTok? Can you sort of, like I know it's a different company. I know like Instagram and Facebook. Like if you post, can you cross post?
Not free. I can cross post on them because they're Meta.
Yeah.
But on TikTok it's different.
Then
so
you
I just take my things over there.
Yeah.
And put it on there. But you can't post directly.
Yeah. So basically, you just put your live link in your Insta and people just click on it. So.
With hope people will come over and watch a live video. I feel like I'm breaking up a bit in this. Does anybody?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like. Oh,
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? I feel like it's a bit bitty.
Yeah, I did notice a little bit of that, but yeah, it's cool. It's because you're softly spoken, Asher. That's all it is.
You want me to type her off?
Thumbs up. All right, so let's keep on the subject. Everything TikTok. So tell me what more about your journey on TikTok. Just what is your what's your aim? What are you? Yes, just tell us basically.
I don't really have an aim like that, but I feel like people like me.
Yeah, we know. Yeah,
we can relate.
People like me and can relate to me. And I tell you, Cardi B's sort of like, it sounds mad. Cardi B's kind of like my baseline, because when Cardi B started on Instagram, she's just herself.
Yeah.
And she was talking she's talking her shit. She was just being herself, her own person. So with me, with TikTok, I'm very much giving the world very like myself, and like it or not like it. So I haven't particularly got a niche. I do my bit of makeup more because I get more engagement from it, and I enjoy doing it now in that space. But for me, the goal is just to get to like 10,000 followers. Tap. And then to just content create. Just do that for a living.
Oh.
So.
And yourself?
And you're supposed to love your job.
Yeah.
When you love your job, it doesn't feel like a job.
Feel like
and I think that is the true aim of life. We're seeing how, we really have fallen into the rat trap of, especially now at the moment where everything is just working to pay other people. So for those people that are able to open a career into social media and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, fair play.
Yeah.
You broke out the matrix and you found a way to not only earn serious money, but you're doing it through things you love to do.
Yeah.
And when you have relevancy, you will always succeed, because as long as you're yourself and you keep relevant, not even keep relevant, like you have to engage, but I think when you're true to yourself and you open up those experiences, there's always going to be people that you're touching with that. You're always going to be sharing your story with someone that's going to go, oh my God, me too. I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
So with that, and when you're true and reaching out, that audience will always grow, because people are going through things. We're going through more things at the moment. And so when you're real, and with you as well, you do have a gift. I mean, put TikTok to a side, just in general in your life and the people that you come across, you have a way of feeling people that like you're heard. And you know what I mean? I can speak to you, I can open up to you about these things. And when you speak genuine.
Yeah.
So therefore, you come away actually feeling better rather than it just being talked to or talked at.
Yeah.
So you just putting it out to a lot more people, I think is properly your natural color. As much as you're gifted and talented in a lot of things, you know, this is going to be very successful for you.
It's funny, somebody else in the circle said that as well. It's like, we know you in it, but it's just good to see other people seeing you like that, because we see you like that all the time. I was like, okay.
Yeah, man, especially with music. You put on a tune, boy, with Asher, and she enjoys that.
Vibing.
She's gonna make that song your favorite song. It's like, I don't even know this tune, but yeah.
I remember one time you asked me, you said something about the Kendrick Lamar song, and then we were DJing in the park, and I dropped the tune. I see you vibing. I see you vibing.
Yeah,
I knew when I dropped that tune that you were going to be vibing.
She's going to dance.
Everybody around was vibing. From you started vibing. Yeah, people vibing, but yeah, you got that energy.
Infectious.
You got that energy.
It is
infectious.
and good energy is more infectious.
Yeah.
So it's like laughter.
So staying on the TikTok subject, would you say, Asher, like TikTok is in its like prime now? When I say prime, like not yet.
Past its prime.
It's past its prime.
Definitely.
But it's not in its prime. But it's in a position now where, like you were talking about, monetizing TikTok and stuff. There's a big opportunity on TikTok for monetization.
Yeah, there is.
Because a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah, and I saw a comment saying that TikTok's run by middle-aged black women the other week. But when you go on lives, and when I scroll up at night, it is a lot of women that look like me that are on live and that they're talking their thing. But a lot of people are also encouraging people, and it's lots of free information that you can get of how to monetize. There's enough for everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like I've been live a few times and I've made a bit of money. Not loads, but I've made a bit of money. Whereas where I was selling stuff, like from the TikTok shop, it's not the same. Like it's a commission based, isn't it? But this is taps and likes and engagements and gifts if they want to give them, if they don't want to give them. Do you know what I mean?
It's like
it's
the
more,
stars.
Yeah, it's engaging with them, and if they want to, then they will, sort of thing. So I think it's more fun for me. Whereas I've got a friend who just likes doing TikTok shop. She doesn't want to do lives. So there's plenty of avenues to make money, but it's just finding the one that suits you, I suppose.
Suits you, yeah. Of course. So would it be just TikTok? What comes after TikTok then? Like, I mean,
I have no idea. I haven't really got thought that far. Probably YouTube or something.
It would have to be YouTube.
Extend it onto YouTube.
I want to get this to a certain point, and then I'll know like what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're feeling out and seeing where you. Your vibe. Yeah.
Because I've had people reaching out to me already, and it's just like, I've only just started this, so I don't want to commit to anything with anybody, or I just want to do me for a bit.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course, definitely.
I don't know anybody.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
It's like, you know, you're as a young sports person or musician, you don't want to just quickly go and sign up to the wrong label or wrong team when you've got so much more. You find yourself.
Create your loyalty base based off of who you are, because the moment you get those kind of investors, which is great, and it shows that you're doing really well in what it is that you're doing, but it's a case of like, once those kind of investments kind of come in, I can imagine that they're going to want to kind of not steer you, but there's going to be their
direction, what they want. Hence why I'm only one Asher. I am Asherpreneur as well, because I've got things in the pipeline, but that's why I'm just it's only me and I that I want to do things without.
You've done this far on your own back. Continue doing you and
my way.
And that way, when you've established that loyalty base, when you then do take on one or two investors, you can steer them because you've already created your base. They're your fans, not theirs. So that's a brilliant plan.
That's the hope.
So I'm gonna hand it over to you. Go, it's your platform right now.
No,
it's your platform.
We're filming.
You're live on TikTok now. Do your thing. This is you doing your thing, but
I can't. This is going to be laughing podcast. Hey guys, tap, like, engage, talk to each other in the chat.
I'm just tapping, because I don't, Hey, by the way, you can follow me as well at Rudie Rich.
Follow at Rudie Rich.
Somewhere in there.
Please, I will tag him for you people. I'm going to tag Rudie. If you can give him a follow, you know how this works in the chat. Yeah, you tap on someone's name. You have to put a comment in there, please. If you tap on somebody's name in the circle, it comes up with the little follow button at the bottom. Hit the follow button, hit the @ sign after, and put a GY in the chat, which stands for got you. And those people will know that you have got them and that you are following them back. Yeah, there you go. Sarah's put you up there. Sarah's pinned him for me. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, hello, welcome.
Are we allowed to say that you're eligible?
Sarah, when
Yeah,
you
we've
watching
got a
from,
nice
are you in the
eligible
UK?
bachelor here,
Are we allowed
ladies.
to notice that? Are we allowed to like pin that as well? Lovely and
Pin
eligible.
whatever you
Yeah,
want to
he's
pin.
telling us he's an eligible
giving us the green
bachelor,
light,
ladies.
and he
14
is.
women in the room. 40 more, bit more than 40. He's going to tap this and share this out. We need to get here, girl.
A nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about some current things. What I see. Now, has anybody been watching the what's the podcast I see? Ginger.
Oh, Black Chat with Ginger J.
Ginger J.
He's annoying, isn't he?
You see it?
I see it. I see clips of it today. Yeah.
Any thoughts?
So
Clout. I think he said that for clout. I think he went on a black platform with black women and said something negative about black women.
Is this what you're talking when he stood up and just kind
Yeah,
of lost it a bit?
he lost it. He said he got triggered. Basically,
Was he doing well before that, or was he not doing well at all?
I didn't watch it. I just saw the explosion of his reaction, what he said to
same.
the girl, and then he went derogatory, take your hair off, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 and all of this.
I saw some weak apology where he was trying to say at the beginning of this chat, I was saying that I was talking about me,
yeah.
my experiences and me, and I was telling her, you take your wig off. It's like, why are you telling any lady to take her wig off? If a different man went up to your mum, if your mum's black and wears wigs, or your nan, if your nan's black and wears wigs, how would you take that? Like, how, like when you say these sort of things, it's like, do these men actually forget that they have black women in their family, that they're also, when they try and generalize, it's why are you even interested? You're
Why is
sitting
it
there
your- why do
saying
you-
you don't want wig, you want natural hair, but then you're sitting there saying you want an Indian woman with all that. That's the hair
But
we've got in
the
our
thing-
head on our wigs.
What I got from him was that he was cheating. This is what the girl says. You got cheated on by every black woman. That's what's evidently saying to me.
See,
That's
I
where
must
the
have
hate
missed that
comes
part.
from.
I must have missed that.
You've been
Yeah.
cheating. Yeah, she did cheat or whatever. But apparently, from what I read, don't know if this is true, he was dating a black lady, she cheated on him. He was dating a white lady and she cheated as well. But he doesn't have the same issue with the white lady. He has the issue with the black lady. And, excuse me. Oh, that Asher shite has started, innit? At least I'm awake this time. If you lot even knew.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So, she's kind of going back and forth with him about that. I just feel like he's hurt. He's been burnt. He's been hurt. But I also believe he went on that platform and said that for clout, because today he is on Shadeborough on site. He's on all of these, even on TikTok when I put his name.
Since that last interview.
That was yesterday.
Okay.
So today he's on every single platform. Everybody's even in
But
America.
everybody wants him, innit? Everyone wants to. They want him to get views. Everyone's looking views because he's trending.
But this is it. When you say outlandish things like that, you are going to. And the worst thing is about it, as
Yeah, I
much
get
as
you, though.
you're trying to do it for clout, and I do agree with you that it is
It
kind
still
of
boils
clout.
down, yeah.
I always feel
Yeah, I
like
think
for
so.
those people that already, want to talk about our skin color or talk about our hair, when you then have someone that is passing for somewhat black say those things, I feel like you're just giving them room to go, see, even your people think like that. And
Yeah,
it's like, for one,
yeah.
one, he is not our people.
But
Agree.
I don't know all the people in the podcast. The name. There's one guy who's quite outspoken. Whose podcast is that?
Oh, it's China. It's not his podcast, but the other guy that was next to him, China, he's really outspoken, but he stands up for black women.
Right.
But
So
he don't like women who wrong and strong, so to speak.
if it's the right person, I'm thinking about it. He did say. I did watch a full episode. So
Oh, did you?
So there's bits where they clip back to them and they have a little
Yeah.
thing and then it goes
Yeah.
back to the episode. And if it is China, what you're saying, he did say like he fell for they drew something out of him. They knew what he was about. He's triggered and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
And he fell for it. And he basically broke it down and explained it. It says, my bro, you should have never, went off like how you went. You fell for that. They could see that you were triggered and they just dragged it out of you.
him.
And to be fair, right, I think, he should have composed himself a bit better. There was no, obviously he's triggered for whatever reason. I don't know nothing about
Yeah.
the guy. But when he got up and composure, that's
Had the cheek to take off his hat.
composure.
Take
And
off
ask
his
the girl about her hair. Please, where's yours? And you're balding in ginger.
But why would that trigger you so badly?
I don't know. I don't know.
The girl left him and he was in jail. She
all
wasn't
get hurt.
loyal.
Yeah, but he's got a girl now. He's got a girl.
But that's what I mean. That nothing should be not nothing. Deep personal effects, I can understand it. But if you've moved on and you're in a better place and you have a better understanding, that shouldn't have been able to draw you out of your character to that extent.
That's
I
true.
can't sit here and actually talk on, because I've not watched the whole clip. I'm literally caught on today. Literally, my Instagram was just full of it and little clips of different aspects of the conversation. But it's one of those ones where, regardless, why was that your draw to? Like, why talk about take off your wig and I don't understand why that would be a trigger. Like, you got cheated on. Okay, like, women get cheated on, men get cheated on. Like, why would that cause you to be so angry. And so aggressive about that? Unless you've been cheated on bare times. But that really drawed him out.
The platform.
Do you know what I mean? And I think nowadays you have to be
China said,
careful.
he fell for the trap. China said that would have never happened to him.
Nah, probably wouldn't have.
Yes,
probably would have, because he's very articulate and he would pause before retorting.
Yeah,
he would think about it and he will take it and say, well, actually, when you said he's more of a take your words and replay them back to you, but in a different perspective. Yeah. Because did you see the clip where the lady said, "Oh, they have a picture of you guys, some local drug dealers or something, I can't remember, but they was at a gala," and so he drawed her up and he said, "Yo, why would you think that?" And why did I said she's not, he said, "Don't bother with no crying and tears and stuff. Why would you think that we was drug dealers? Dun 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 dun. Because you saw a group of black men over here." And she had to catch herself. And so he is very much that guy that he don't stand on business. Yeah, but in a diplomatic way. Yeah. Sometimes he can go off.
Well, like I said, I know nothing about what is his full name?
Who, China? I don't know.
No, Ginger.
Oh, Ginger J.
Ginger J. I know nothing about him. Well, he's trending.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
A lot. So, and all of the views, like I was saying earlier about views and getting paid, and people are going into his page and watching his apology. If he's monetizing off Instagram, he's getting paid for that. I know somebody who went live today and she made £700. I bet you this guy's going to come. He's going to be stacked now by the weekend. Yeah, living it up.
But do you think that was his intention to gain traction on social media? Because the title of the video for the episode, the headline on it was, "You should have never. I told you not to invite me on this podcast."
Oh, okay.
That's the headline. Okay.
And then I haven't watched it, but China's a challenging character. I wouldn't have had Ginger's a challenging character because he's more jokey on the other things that I've seen him on. He's all bossy, like. But if that's what it's called and China was on there, then I can see, because he's more,
But again, unless they took it from like one of the lines from, when he stood up and he said, "See, I told you," they might have used that as the title as well. Either maybe that was truth. I don't know.
Good marketing.
Yeah, either way. So what is he? I mean, apart from him being on social media all this week, is that what he does? Is he a influencer?
No, he's a co-host on Pen Game.
Okay.
On YouTube. That's the only thing I've seen him on.
Okay.
Like a hype man, and he doesn't do anything. He just and does all that. He just feel it. He does all of that.
I don't know how famous he is before, but
he's going to be famous now because everybody is in everybody's mouth this evening. He's in everybody's mouth.
Interviews.
By the time this goes out, it might not be. It's by the time this goes out, it'll be last week's chip paper. You know, we need to have fish and chips in the newspaper, and that's what they say. Isn't it? It's last week's chip paper.
You never know. He might become a number one podcast host. If he wants to
continue with that rhetoric, then
yeah. So maybe it's the time for him to strike the iron whilst it's hot, or
I posted a comment on Shea Barrow saying like how I thought he said this for clout, going on that platform and talking like that. And I goes, and I bet you now he's going to go to do an interview with somebody like ZZ Mills. To try and rectify his personality. He might not apologise, but he'll still try and be on a platform with interviews. So then I put that comment in and somebody said, "Sis, have you been to see his apology on his page? He's talking about going to do a recording with an interview with ZZ Mills." And I was just like, see, that's what makes me feel like it's cloutish. Because from anything that people get these days, they're going to push on it, good or bad, because people forget. As soon as much as we're all angry now, give it 2 months, they'll do something. Be like, I remember him, and I thought he was. You know what I mean? People know how to play. If you know how to play the system, it'll work. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's just sad that people have to be so negative in order to
to get
make that
some,
change.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, and for him to feel like he's to be recognised then, or for that this fame, however short or long lived it's going to be, he has to kind of keep with that rhetoric. Because I think within the apology, it was like, I'm sorry that he got like so upset about it, but he wasn't sorry for what he said.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if you're going to continue down this path and it's like you're okay to receive such negativity, then you know what I mean? Do you, boo? Like, go get your change. But you got to take care of your mental health as well on them sort of things.
For instance, sorry to cut you,
go on.
look at Jordan, Katie Price. Last week she had the #1 song in the country.
Wow.
Yeah. She had the
She's back.
Katie Price had the #1 song in the country last week. But do you know what it is? It's because of all of this stuff with Princess, and now everybody's seeing how narcissistic Peter Andre was. Her popularity has just risen again to the fact that she had the #1 song of the country last week. You know what I mean? And then she done a video. She was on TikTok. Do you know what? I could not believe that I've got the #1 song. And thank you, lot. She's got the teacher can't even talk to. I got a thank you, lot. And I like Katie Price, man. She stood on her. She's always been the same.
Yeah.
And she
stood on
rears at
business.
Harvey on her own. Dwight never helped her, and he's a fully rounded person, young man. Do you know what I mean?
And doesn't that come off the back of Peter Andre himself getting some backlash the other day from the movie, what he done?
Oh yes.
And I saw another movie this week or series where he was in it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was playing a racist character.
Oh really?
Yeah. What's it called? Oh, I can't remember, but obviously it must be on Prime or Netflix or something.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. Where the family was like the father. There was a father of 2 girls, teenage girls, and he was just down out racist, and basically the daughter was dating a black guy.
Okay.
So the daughter and
go on. I think
you know the movie?
Is it British?
British, yeah, it's British.
British movie. I
Yeah.
know who it's made by. That Fred. It's the director, that bald-headed black guy. Because I think I saw that about. Is he in a different like? Does he have to change colours or something? Change into a black man or something?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I haven't watched it because I didn't like the way how it was filmed. It looks a bit tacky to me. At the moment, the golden boy image of Peter Andre is so
It's
tarnished.
diminished.
So tarnished.
I didn't even know he was still around. I'll be honest
He
with you. It's
is.
like,
But so I don't know if you ever watched their show. There was this woman, Claire, who was like the producer with them all the time. Her and Katie Price fell out, and I think she was trying to rob Katie of some money or whatever. But now Princess has her own reality show. Peter Andre's brought this Claire woman back into the fold, and this has got Katie Price up in the uproar. Like, why would you bring her around our child? And you know she done us dirty and stole money from you. Boom, boom, boom. So again, a bit cloutish because that was out in the world, and then all these old clips of Peter Andre just come up being really narcissistic. Oh, see, Katie, they don't know you. Oh, they don't like in LA, but they knew her. They didn't know him.
oh wow.
And then the way how he acted about it was like, pure narcissistic behaviour, and it's wild. It's wild. It's pure narcissistic.
It just seems to be creeping in more and more, isn't it? Now we're being more aware of what those behaviours actually mean. It's just like, wow.
Yeah,
And
you
this
can
is
read it more. You can see the signs more in
Yeah.
people.
And
Definitely.
at the time, we probably watched it where it was aired. Remember when they had that show together?
Yeah, them two. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And now that we've gone back to the early 2000s,
That's what I mean. Now the
now that
clips-
you're watching it, it's like, he said
But
that
at
to
the
her for
time
real.
when we watched it at first, we were just thinking,
Yeah.
la, we're watching their live.
Yeah.
And now we know.
At that time, I just felt like she was I thought she was a bit of a bitch towards him. But now, if that's what she was dealing with, obviously what she was dealing with all that time, it's like, shut up, Peter. Now you understand why she was giving that all the time. Every minute. But yeah.
Well, big up Katie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Number
she's done it. Listen,
song in the
for as
country.
long as she has been in the media and the media eye, she's done well to maintain it for all.
And
this
she's been
time.
up and down as well.
She
Like,
has been- she has had a lot
bankrupt.
of-
She's
a lot
lost
of
her
ups and
stuff.
downs.
She's got it back. She did it.
Yeah,
She don't go without a
raising
facelift though.
kids. Yeah.
She don't go out facelift or some new teeth.
And she
needs
get that
to
when the
come
check
down on
comes
that.
in, she spends, innit? She spends it on herself.
Most people buy
Enhance
handbags,
herself,
shoes.
innit?
In
What do you
fact,
call it? Yeah.
Someone said that. Someone in the chat has just said that he is narcissistic, and me would have clapped him 2 times. Yeah, he was a bad apple, bad egg.
So he's saying Peter Andre's cancelled.
Yeah,
Should
definitely.
be all narcissistic. Should be
Yeah, loads of them out there and all.
loads.
more.
I feel like sometimes the internet's going to breed more though, just because people are only ever going to absorb what they want to absorb, look for what it is they want to back up their argument, and then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna. So I feel like it is going to breed more, or we're gonna know more narcissistic people, men and women. This isn't just a one gender thing.
But also, it's things like red flags. Like people are saying, oh, what's your red flags? And you can spot a red flag more
Can
now.
you?
Yeah, loads of women got things that are red flags now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he sneezed, red flag.
Yeah.
He didn't
think
breathe.
what
He didn't
kind
breathe
of-
right. He chews with his mouth open, red flag. Right, it's loads of things that people...
That's because they've not actually come across what an actual red flag is.
Yeah,
A real red flag.
that's
A
true.
real red flag. They couldn't have. Now it's it's a buzzword.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
oh no, he loves me.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bitch, that's a red flag.
That is the red flag.
With your red handprint on your cheek.
You ain't worried about that sneezing now, are you?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
But yeah, it's all of them. They will all become buzzwords that a whole real meaning. It's like anything, isn't it? It's like does anyone actually know the real meaning of jack of all trades, or what the full sentence is and what it
Jack of
actually
all trades,
means?
master of none, but a master of none is better than the master of one.
That's it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See,
So
that's
being good at everything. That's why I like being good at everything. Because I used to be like, I've got to be good at one thing. And then when I heard the rest of it, it's like, that's me.
Say that again.
Jack of all trades, like master of... Oh, I've forgotten what I said now. Master of one. No. Master of none. Oh, I can't remember it now. It
But
just
when you
rolled
think
off
of
my
it-
head because you
but-
just said
but
it.
Basically, you're saying then, do 100 things, but you're gonna top out on one of them. It's gonna be work out.
Yeah, and
So
you
there's
don't have
nothing
to
wrong.
be... That you don't... Basically, it was saying you don't have to be great at one thing. You could be great at all of them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all. It's
Nothing.
just like if you're
But it's just like with any saying though. By the time it got down to us, we only heard of jack
the
of all
first,
trades.
Trades,
the first line.
yeah.
Or
We
the
know it's
second
to
line.
say it.
Yeah.
I heard the second part, but I never heard
Yeah,
right
jack
to
of
the end.
trades, master of none. That's literally what the phrase
But
is.
a
but
master
no
of
one knew.
none is better than a master of one or something. Or master of... I guess it's basically saying like...
You can
yeah.
do everything, but you
Yeah.
may not be great at everything, but you're going to be great at least one.
One
of
One of
them.
those will work
Yeah.
out for you.
Yeah. But it's just like with any quotation is like, so when we talk about woke, when we talk about red flags, when we talk about, what was the other word we just said? Those words
No.
actually had like true meaning,
Yeah.
But
you
it's-
know.
it's-
But as time goes on and the internet grows and, you know, the kids are picking up, it become a
Shout out to
buzzword
them.
now. Because then he might do something or she might do something. They're like, ooh, red flag.
Yeah.
When really,
Yeah.
well, no, actually that was maybe amber. But it wasn't
It wasn't
quite
red. Wasn't flaming.
quite red.
Wasn't pillar box.
Yeah. So it's just like anything, things fade and change, and no one actually knows what the true. Well, not no one. Those that say it now, like jack of all trades, master of none. There's not a lot of people that know that full sentence or even what it means.
Yeah.
But how many people say it? And that's going to be along the lines with red flag and.
Well, you're recording, so we'll know what it was when we watch it back.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I've just reeled it off like that. Now I'm really trying to rack my brain. What did I just say?
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Let's be a master.
There's nothing wrong. It's, I think that's how the world works in a certain way, because not going off subject, but if you're an investor and you invest in the stock exchange, you're investing into 500 companies of the top companies.
SP 500.
Yeah. But only it's designed in that way. They know that 490 of them are you're not going to make no money off them.
Yeah.
But you have to have that balance for it to level off the rest of it,
For the
basically.
big wigs to still make their money.
Yeah.
You may not make
Because
money,
when
but someone
if you
make
take a
money.
major hit on one of the big companies, those little companies was making you the little pennies. It's just keeping it balanced. It's keeping it balanced. It's hard to
should get a
explain. I'm
little
not a
something.
financial advisor, so I'm not going to even get into that.
You sound
point.
like you know a lot.
I know a bit, but I'm not
Do you
going to
play with
start
the
talking
stocks?
about things what I don't really know.
Do you play in the stocks?
Long time.
Really?
Oh, quite a few people do it now. Me,
I tried to study it for a bit, and then I just kind of got lost. Let me do that. Yeah, I was trying to do it, but then I kind of got not lost, but then it's like, do I want to do the SP 500? I don't want to do the dividend thing. Like, it just sort of like started to get a bit overwhelming and stuff. And so I did the Meta, eToro, and that sort of thing. I can't remember what it's called now, but yeah, I've got a couple of them.
Trading 212.
Yeah. I've got some of them on my phone.
I mean, if you're just starting off, you just do it through like a cash wrapper, through an ISA.
Even the banking apps like Monzo, Monzo's given me the option to invest a certain amount in. I didn't read right into it, and then I got a plum something, and then that was like you can invest as well. So it's kind of like you don't even do too much. The banks, but I haven't looked into it enough to know, like, is that actually going to put me in the SP 500, or is it going to be? It's more than likely, I'd assume.
Again, it's something what's been around, so it's predictable.
Yeah,
to a certain
I suppose if you know the markets and how the stock, what influences the market, I suppose it is. Then I suppose you got to play around with quite a few houses, right?
That's the whole point of the S&P 500 because there's 500 companies in there listed already. So just kind of put it in and leave them to do it. You know,
I need someone to teach me. Any volunteers?
Hey, he puts hand up as well.
Ah, thank you.
So next time we'll be having a lesson. We can YouTube it or TikTok it live. Ladies and gents, do you want to know how to make money off the stock exchange?
And
I can't
it
even
would
get
have
the
to
words
be
out.
a very beginner class.
Very
numbers and me. Oh, if I get too overwhelmed,
right
I'm out.
click on that square.
No. I mean, it's all about this, you know.
And you've made £2.
like anything else. There's still a bit of research. This is not financial advice, but I know everything could be a bit confusing at first if you've never done something before, but don't be afraid to start. Basically, you know what I mean? Just a little something, you know, and you know, once you see a little small reward coming in, you realise that, you know, putting a little bit more, bigger reward, but at the same time, bigger risk, bigger.
But everything is consistency, though, isn't it? Like in life, if you're consistent at it, you will get the returns.
Yeah, you can't really.
But if you start and then realise and then fall off, then you won't see the returns.
I don't think there's such thing as time in the market for anybody. That's why they say just invest a little bit. Whether you every month you put in whatever the figure is, because this month it might be high, next month it might be low, but in the end it levels off. So it's not about time in the market and stuff like that, because I don't think that's physically possible unless you're a day trader. You're sitting there, you can make money as a day trader.
But you also can lose it in the same.
Yeah.
No, if you're sat in front of the screen, you buy cheap as it go. It's all about buying, selling. If that's what you want to do.
Bull and,
you know,
bull and bear. Is it bull and bear?
Bull run, bear run.
Yeah.
So look at you two little stockists.
But that's a job in itself. You know.
It is.
It is, but like you said, if you know how to do it, I think when you know financial things, whether it's hedge funds or stock markets, you are going to more than likely do well.
It's all about what your relationship is with money as well. And go ahead. Ashley.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, like, it's more about what your relationship is with money, and it's not about, like, everybody wants to, like, if something's trending, like, everyone, oh, that's good, it's making money, let me throw some money at it. But if it's about get rich quick scheme, no, it's not going to happen. Let's forget it, because if that is how you're thinking, that means the relationship with money is different. Yeah, so
what was Bitcoin? Because I feel like that was a get rich quick. Everyone jumped on Bitcoin.
Yeah, but Bitcoin is real.
Like, Bitcoin is. Be in it I know people who've made real money off Bitcoin. You can still make money off Bitcoin right now.
So even though, like the
because it's expensive for one.
I know when yeah.
When did you start? Because I remember going 2017.
Someone gave me a Bitcoin when it first came out.
You're joking.
Yeah.
What did you sell it? You still got it?
But just put it this way. I didn't know what Bitcoin. I didn't even know what Bitcoin was.
Wow.
Well, this is it. And then it has to have been around for ages.
5 years later. 5 years later, it was trending, and I'm like, another one of my friends started talking about he just bought half of a Bitcoin, and I remember the conversation well. I was saying to him, like, yeah, but this is all. It sounds a bit like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
I was like that. And I remember Bitcoin was, when he said that he bought it, Bitcoin was less than $2,000.
Wow.
So I'm sure he bought a half a Bitcoin for 750 or
Wow.
something like that. And
How much
couple
is a
years
Bitcoin
later,
now?
£83,000.
Something like that, yeah. For one.
But even if you bought Bitcoin last year, £55,000, it's £83,000 now. It was at £91,000 a couple of months ago in January.
Damn.
Yeah.
But no one's really selling though.
In lockdown, Bitcoin went up to about £50,000.
Yeah.
And it
Jumped.
dropped down to, I think, about £15,000. And people thought Bitcoin was done.
Now it's gone back up.
Yeah.
So
And I
really,
went-
you needed to get into the back because you hear people talk about Bitcoin when they had it back in early 2000s and stuff, and it's on a disc somewhere. And
And the
I just
guy
think to
who
myself,
created it, nobody knows. Nobody knows him. Because when I went in 2017, I went to Barbados and I watched a documentary on the plane with regards because I wanted to find what is this Bitcoin thing.
Satoshi.
Yeah, I went and watched it, and it's like this guy. He started something here, sent it out to like the way how it works. You will never know who he is.
It's genius. It's genius,
Yeah.
though. The idea of behind it, it could never be.
Tracked back.
Yeah, because it could never be owned by any one person. Because like, I can't. It's just. It's yeah.
So it like
it's,
builds on it, doesn't it? Each time it gets passed or something. I can't really remember it now. It's a long time. But it's a good documentary. If I find it, I'll send it to you. It's
yeah, I'd like to.
interesting.
I'd be very interested because it's one of those ones where you hear it being spoke about. Well, no, there was a point in time we heard everyone talking about it, and now it's kind of droned off a little bit. But obviously, people are still. I suppose it's now because it's. So when was the investment time for it? Because if
there's Bitcoin is always any crypto. I think you could invest at any time because, it's one of them touchy subjects. There's so many different cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin was the first. It's a cryptocurrency. Yeah. How can you explain it? Like,
so, can you buy assets with it?
you could go. I could order a taxi for you now with Bitcoin if I wanted to.
They even in some shops. This was a little while ago, but this guy was doing a video and he walked into a Bitcoin machine. They had a Bitcoin machine. He's
Dubai.
like, "What this?
Saudi.
No, this is in London."
Oh, they got them in London. Yeah, they
This
probably
is
have. Yeah.
And he was like, "A Bitcoin? What do we do with that?" We're like, "What is that?" He was like blown away. Like, "What's a Bitcoin machine? What do you draw it out?"
No, but that's
I've never seen it
Because
either.
it's not a physical coin, is it?
No.
Yeah,
So he
so-
was like,
He was
So
probably
is
just.
it like a password that you got to put in?
I don't know. I couldn't even explain how the Bitcoin machines work. But I
Yeah.
would have guessed it's like something where make a payment, they set up a sort of a Bitcoin account, and it's like a bank.
So what? Can you get chained? Okay, so for example, if one Bitcoin is worth 83,000, unless you're buying a Ferrari,
You could spend You could spend 5p worth. You could spend £1 worth. You don't have to spend a whole Bitcoin at once. So if one Bitcoin right now is worth 83,000, for example, approximately about 81, 82, you could
so how are
you ain't got 80. Say you ain't got 80 grand to buy a Bitcoin. You
Yeah.
could spend buy £50 worth of Bitcoin. So then you have 0.001
portion
Bitcoin,
of a Bitcoin, yeah.
and then you're just buying it bit by bit.
So, wait, I had a question that's gone clean out my. Oh, okay. So what's the exchange rate like? If
To
I'm
what?
buying something that's worth £10,000,
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't
I pay with
directly work like
Bitcoin.
that. So if you own Bitcoin and you have it on an exchange, which is like where you would go to buy it, like when you was talking about your stocks earlier with
Yeah.
eToro and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go to a crypto exchange, you
Yeah.
buy it. Then you could keep it on there, but wouldn't advise it because it's not safe on an exchange. You should really have it in a wallet, what we call a
The
cold
wallet.
wallet.
Yeah. I got the wallet.
So-
I got the wallet.
The wallet is basically
And
a
it's
series of private
encrypted,
numbers
yeah.
encrypted of what you'd only know. Yeah. So basically, once you've got you buy a bit. All right, you buy a Bitcoin, for example.
yeah, I've got my £50
on
worth of Bitcoin.
Coinbase or
I've put it.
Binance or something.
Coinbase. That's another one
Right?
that I've got.
Yeah.
Coinbase.
So that's where you go to buy it.
Yeah.
Right now, you own £100 worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Now, it could just stay there indefinitely, but it's not very safe. But it's a low amount of Bitcoin, so you're not really worrying about it. If you've got a whole Bitcoin worth 80 grand, you want to take it off the exchange.
Yeah.
Well, it's very unlikely, but that exchange go down. They might disappear one day. They might get a lawsuit or whatever, and then your crypto, you might have to fight for it, just like with a bank. in
I've got
England.
someone who claims to be doing that right about now, that they had a lot of money in stocks and shares, and I don't think they put it in a safe wallet, and now they're trying to fight to get it back. But I was just like, it's sort of like virtual money, innit? Like, are you going to get it back for
This
real?
is the thing. So you have to. That's why you're saying if you don't know anything about crypto and Bitcoin and stuff like that, don't trust anybody to like. I mean, when I say don't trust anybody, you have to trust somebody you like very close to.
Yeah.
Because all it takes for them to say, yeah, do this, and you say, all right, you can give your card, all right, buy me a £500 worth of Bitcoin. They do it, they show you on your phone, you think you're good. And then you go to log in like in a couple of months to check it, and you can't find it. You come to me and say, I bought this Bitcoin, I can't find it. I check it, and that person's drawn it out and put it in their account. So you have to, not saying that's going to happen. It's like, you have to just learn about it, learn a little bit about it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be just naive and take everything from anybody, basically. Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, not that it's not something that's interested me, but it's not something that's interested me. So, yeah. Oh, I think my mic just went then.
No, it's all right.
Yeah. I don't think you need to worry too tough unless it's you doing it. So you're gonna rob me. I know where you are.
No. Yes, I mean, you could go online and I know people who knew nothing about crypto like 4 or 5 years ago, and I told them about it, and they know 100 times more than me, and they've invested lots of money into crypto, Bitcoin, into crypto.
I tried to buy an NFT from that Nas NFT.
Oh, for the music.
For the music thing, I was trying to get that, but when I got there, it was too late. I was absolutely fuming because I wanted to have an NFT at that time, and if I was going to have one, it would be the Nas Rare. Why not?
Yeah.
And then I spoke to your friend, because we must have been both trying to do it at the same time. He was like, "No, I don't think." He's like, "No, I didn't get either." We was fuming. We was both fuming because big fans.
Yeah.
And to have a bit of him would have been like, yeah, it would have been good.
Just a little investment.
So it's decentralized cryptocurrency.
Independently of central governing authority.
Yeah, and that's it. Cuts the bank out, doesn't it?
You know they don't like that.
Yeah.
Especially
Hence
when
why
it's
the
doing
guy that made it is anonymous.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Whoever made Bitcoin, I'm sure they could invent anything. You know what I mean? Because that's just
That's a level of understanding.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Binary.
That's not normal.
Maybe he just got sick of getting done over by the government and banks, and he got pushed to that point. He's like, do you know what? There's a way to work around this.
Some people say maybe it's the government.
Okay, maybe.
Who knows?
Do you know, I remember watching a
Who
clip
knows?
about something, and there was this very, I don't know, he must have been a very high up guy. And I remember him saying something like, if you knew who was behind, and it was this thing that we all use every day, I don't think it was Bitcoin. I'll have to try and find it. But he was like, if you actually knew who was behind this, let's say A, the letter A.
Yeah.
He was like, no one would ever use it ever again. And it's like, wow.
Wow.
The things we don't actually know that actually goes on in the world. Things we will never know. Even down to like the secrets that are kept in the Vatican and stuff like that. Like there are some serious truths that is there and we will never know. Area 51 again. Truths.
Can you control it? Is it something out of your control?
What, to know what's in the Vatican?
No, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know anyone of that high magnitude that could, I mean, whatever happened to the WikiLeaks guy? Surely he should have popped in there by now.
True. This week as well. Have you seen that? The Epstein girls are coming out. They're like, okay, you lot ain't going to bring out the list. We're going to let you know the list. And Trump turned around and said, that's irrelevant right about now. But there's obviously a reason why he don't want the list, because I think in the thing she was saying, he often let us know how much friends he had in high places like Trump or something.
I don't even think it's even about Trump, because the list, forget Trump. If Trump was to expose that list, the world is finished. It's not about Trump. It's about every other
person that's on the list.
I don't even think it's about...
Don't even think about Trump withholding, whether he's on it or he's not on it. It's about that list can't come out.
The list isn't going to
From
come
government.
out.
That
It's
cannot come
because
out.
you got to think the list is never going to go out, and if they've got to kill 50 people to not let that list out, they're going to kill 50 people to not let that list out. And it's not to name and shame those that are on the list, but it will destroy whatever organization, the governments, the rich, Hollywood,
And
that they're all involved in. That's the only. It's not to protect no one single name on that list. It is because if we actually knew, like,
Collapse.
yeah, I suppose it's like the hierarchy of that list, because I bet you there are probably kings and queens on there.
Yeah,
I bet you
there's
there
a
are
lot of-
lot of political heads on there. And
course,
you know, we're thinking, ooh, celebrities. No, there's probably real power on those lists. So if we now know this level of power is on this list, that's an organization. You're all paying to keep this going.
Yeah.
This ain't coming out.
It ain't coming out. They'll chuck
Even
Diddy,
like
they'll chuck the R.
They'll
Kellys,
put everybody,
they'll chuck,
there are all those distractions in there.
Yeah.
But from the fact that the main witness got killed and they said she commits suicide, from that, you just know, like, no one ain't coming out.
Maybe
Like,
she was the one who's going to
Listen,
talk.
if they
Yeah, she was.
duppied, if they
They
duppied,
duppied her, boy.
have you not even seen about how they duppied off Angie Stone?
Yes.
That shocked the hell out of me. I was just like, and the worst things about it, people were like, oh, you love a conspiracy. Stop calling it that. Stop calling truth. There are levels that are going to be conspiracy. But when shit, I think Judge Judy says it best, where she says, if it doesn't make sense, it can't be true. If certain things really do make sense, there has to be a ring of truth around it.
Yeah.
Especially when it all lots in so well.
Yep.
Like, come on. And I more like believe that than I would
Yeah.
what the government is
The
trying
hurtful
to say.
thing is with the Angie Stone thing. Okay, Angie Stone, she had a car accident. She lost her life. Then the days after, you hear that Angie Stone was going hard at these record companies for giving her money and
Same old.
So when you hear that, you're just like, they done Angie Stone. You don't even need to know the full ins and outs of what happened, but that's what happened. And you're like, that's Angie Stone. And she's just talking about her own shit and what's rightfully hers or rightfully people's and how they do dirty to them. Call me. Yeah, do dirty to him. And then when I heard that that's what she was about, and then I was just like, rah, they done her too.
Even Michael Jackson, like
Yeah.
just all of it. And when
Yeah.
you think about how we had a whole protest, I mean, you don't really, again, see it in media too tough at the moment, but the Picasso Facio generally, like, why are we all having to do protests to protect him? Because he wants to protect his own country. Because we know when it comes to our governments not getting their way, they're going to duppy you. So the fact that we know this, we know it. We got, you know, all the assassinations that's happened in the past, and does this not shock anyone that we
It does shock
know
people
this?
because like some people are going to be watching this now and thinking, oh, Esther, conspiracy. They're going to think, why? But why would they
Why?
do this?
Why would they do that? Yeah.
But even
know?
the word alone has to have been invented by them to throw off. And what we do know is all the people that they try to say is mad, and this is exactly what's going to happen with Kanye West. All the ones that they try to portray as being mad and off their head and are the ones that are trying to tell us the truth.
Usually, yeah, that's it.
So it's like, I know when people want to say, oh, conspiracy, but I feel like that is a word to cover up
in other
certain truths.
Put
There are going
yourself
to be
in the
conspiracies.
shoes of somebody who calls out everything as a conspiracy theory and wouldn't believe what you just said, or, you know. Why are they thinking that way?
Because I think there's going to be two type of people in the world, or probably more, but my opinion, my viewpoint. I don't mean any disrespect by it.
Your opinion.
You're going to have the people that are going to feed into the media. So those are the people that are going to feed into. It's like when people sit there and say, you know, no rights to abortion, this, and then you had that guy going, well, how many kids have you adopted? And they're like, oh, none. Well, how many adopted kids have you like helped saved or you know, have housed? Oh, none. But yet you're dead against abortion. Like where? So I feel like when you have people that literally just feed into the rhetoric or narrative that you're fed into, and then you have people that question.
Yeah.
And it talks to the Brexiteers, to the non-Brexiteers, to the vacciners, to the non-vacciners. all of these things talk to the people that are going to literally swallow every line the media tells you, to the people then that are going to question it with actual knowledge. Well, actually this happens, and
get factual.
I'm not. So, the conspiracy, those that say that everything is a conspiracy, you just fall into that category of why do you not question? And I think I watched a comedian one time say that those people that believe the government don't lie to you is like, really? Really? You think the government is just telling you the truth off the bat all the time? Like, but it's true. We even lie to our own kids, and they're our precious little ones that are ours. We love them. We care for them on their head. We'd hurt anyone that would touch a hair on their head, but we lie to
majority
them. So why would we not think that the government would lie to us?
It's a majority thing, isn't it? Because like, if everybody thinks that it's a conspiracy, 10 people in the room. You come out with something which you believe is true and there's truth in it. 9 people are against you. You feel so little. You feel so...
Do you know what? And I have that argument every day. I think in certain arguments, and I think it's always, again, knowledge. Like when you have... When you can have knowledge about something, you will be able to have a good debate, a good discussion with someone. Those if that if they're ignorant, then your case is already won, because there's no point moving forward because they're already closed-minded in a sense. But I've been in rooms because I'm not a die-hard Michael Jackson fan. I love Michael Jackson. I love his contribution to the music world. I love his contribution to humanity. I love his... For people to sit there and say, oh, I don't believe in any situation that he was a paedophile, or don't think he touched any kind of boy in that kind of way, nothing. There might have been times and days where, there was things where you might side-eyed that behaviour, but that should have been his nearest and dearest to say, hey, Michael, maybe not, don't do that type thing. But he was set up. He was set up from young. That man was set up to fail and had to fight against everyone. But no, I don't believe it. And for those, my question is this.
I have to think this. It comes with a bit of hatred as well, because if somebody's such a young...
No, it's ignorance now, because even the young generation will sit there and be like, but you weren't even around in them times. So all you've got is this narrative that he was...
The people who set him up, or the people who've destroyed him, basically.
Yeah.
You think about it, he's a young lad, made money, made a superstar, very young age.
How smart you had to be to do that.
Think about the powerful people, or the people who might have wanted that.
Again,
seeing that people don't like when you're doing
successful.
Listen, it wasn't just a case of success, because you got to think of the time he came up, and even when he bought the Beatles, he was early 20s or something when he
bought the catalogue.
Like
all things like that.
That's what I'm saying. All these
things,
exactly what
it's what sets you in it.
Exactly.
Who do you think you are
as a black man
to be able to do that? And the colour comes into it, but I just think Michael Jackson had them shutting. Like, there's never going to be another superstar like him. He had too much power as one man. And the people listened to him, innit? It's not a political thing. It's the music as well. But when he was actually there, see how people it was different energy that he gave him. They're going to have that one man having so much power, because that's more than Ronald Reagan, whoever it was, at the time.
The man had
all
armies.
That's before internet. The man was selling out China, Japan, every country.
Everything.
Before... How does that happen?
One man.
Millions of records before any...
But even put all that
when
aside...
we were still sending letters by mail.
He's still sending letters. He was sending out millions of records.
Right.
I'm telling you.
But you've got to think, for even the young generation, he's left with this rhetoric of being some sort of kiddie fiddler, and that is just not true. Even there is proof that the FBI investigated him for 13 years. 13 years they investigated him and found nothing. Nothing to indicate. And I always question this. Take Michael Jackson being the superstar he is out of the question, right? He's just a normal man. If you've been accused of paedophilia once, why on earth are you sending your children back round there? Now, to me, that's a parental issue, and those parents should be questioned and locked up.
But that's like the R. Kelly lot as well. Sorry to cut you.
No, but that's exactly
Same thing.
true. Because at the end of the day, I have a child, right? If at the end of the day, Bob down the road has been accused, even though I've said morning to Bob for 5 years and he's been lovely, you know what I mean? Sometimes he's brought my bins in. If he's been accused of paedophilia and then my child's come home and said, oh, can I stay at Bob's tonight? How to the fuck no?
No. Hi, Bob.
I don't
right, but
Bob is lovely. I'll take Bob's bins in.
I'll do it.
I will be the perfect neighbour. But do you think I'm going to send my child round there?
No.
Bob could come round and offer me £50,000 for my child to go and stay around there. Now I'm questioning it even more because why are you offering me money?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So all those people that kept sending their children over to Michael Jackson's house, you should be locked up.
They're looking at paycheck.
Exactly. But no one wants to believe that. Oh, why would people say that? Because he was Michael Jackson.
Do you know what I think now, 30 years later, where are they now? How do they feel? What do they think?
Yeah.
How do they feel it? Because they're adults now. Mm-hmm. And how do they look at their parents? Mm-hmm. Have they got their own children now? Would they be put in that situation? Would they do that with their own children? Because you grow
Probably,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, and at that time, this guy was, and then I don't believe it.
You're always going to be that kid that said this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will weigh on them through life because you're going to look at, what's his name? What's his Home Alone kid?
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, yeah.
He was blatantly saying Michael Jackson never do nothing like that to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He stood on that and he was like, he never, do you know what I mean? So that shows the manipulate. I'm not saying it's always the parents. It must have been the parents.
It was the parents because look at
they've
even that
pushed
kid
that
that
on-
come forward that said, "Oh, my parents made me say
do it. Yeah. For $2 million.
Yeah.
And the thing is, from then till now, $2 million, they ain't got that money now.
So
You know what I mean? The house that you went and bought that was massively big and all in the pool, you ain't got that because you can't maintain it.
The parents' best friend said, send a kid round to Michael's a few times and
Yeah.
cash in on them.
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's
And it's
But it's
easily done,
sad
isn't it?
because
People are smart.
People, those that, again, when you can question things, you're not going to just believe, oh, because the media said. Because once you question that, you start thinking for yourself and therefore certain things can't be conspiracies.
critical thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
no,
that's-
it's not conspiracy, it's truth. They've actually telling us the truth. It's like life now is like they're literally pissing on us and saying it's rain. Some of them have got their mouth open, drinking it, talking about, refreshing. And some of us have got an umbrella up saying, you're not going to piss on me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's where it's going to get to.
Well, that's where it is.
Well,
It's got
it
to.
is.
There.
No,
It's
I
got
don't
to
know.
that.
There's a lot of people here, boy, that are opening their mouth up talking about refreshing. Sorry,
like
there
you said,
is.
there's two types of people, and it's got to that.
And the worst thing is going to be the younger people. It is going to be the younger ones because they live in their phone. They live on the internet.
And that's what I was...
But they should have first-hand news then if they're on the front. Don't you think?
No, I think that destroys their thinking even more because now they can't
They
differentiate.
don't know how to think. They don't have any critical thinking. There was some study, and the lady was saying we need to get our children back reading.
Yes.
Yeah, they need to read because if they don't read, it doesn't provoke
Yeah, the thinking memory.
your memory. It doesn't provoke things, even the vocabulary and words.
Yeah.
Certain words they have to see at a certain age, like you understand what that word means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain words
Very
at
true.
certain ages they don't know.
Yeah.
Because they're not reading outside of that 6 hours of school time. We're going to do 30 minutes with your teacher. So, and then when they get home, they get on a technological device. Critical thinking's all
Yeah.
gone.
And you've got
Definitely.
to think
I see it in my
parenting
own home.
shifted. Yeah, parenting shifted as well now where parents aren't going, no, you're not sitting there with the TV. I remember coming home, you weren't allowed to put on that TV.
Television?
You had to
Yeah.
ask to put that TV
Yeah.
on. You couldn't just think. Now these
Yeah.
kids are computer, this, they're
Can
even
I
to the
have
point
your
of,
phone.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
And even
yeah.
kids now you're watching and it boggles my mind going to TikTok where you now have people and this I mean it's great to do creative content and inspire people,
Yeah.
but now you have people that are really highlighting, sorry to be so blunt, how bad their parenting is.
Oh,
Because
wow.
when you've got an 18-month child throwing a full-on tantrum because they can't have your phone, that's a baby. That is a baby. That baby doesn't even know it's a baby. It's a baby. They shouldn't know about phone. So what's that saying about your parenting that your child knows so much about phone and wanting to be on phone that
I
they're
don't know manners and behaviour. And know
Right.
that when you tell them no, that means no.
No.
It's not a throw yourself down on
and
the
you're
floor thing.
you're filming
And
it.
at 2 years old, that's the sponge.
Yeah.
That's when you lay down
Do you know,
low.
I can't even
Wow,
say
this-
two. I can't even say two because
Oh,
some of
sorry.
these babies will be baby grow. Like I'm watching. This is you're just walking, and you're filming your child having a full on temper tantrum.
The phone has become the dummy.
Yeah.
The
You know
phone
what
is
I mean?
now the parent, the teacher, the
It is.
entertainer, the
Everything.
information, and obviously,
Just give them the phone and they'll be all right. You know what I mean? They got
Bedtime bottle.
toys which are toys. They're basically iPads in a pretty plastic case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
the
now
minute you
that's
take it away-
marketed. That's now it's now putting a little blue, pink, a little marble case on a laptop. Like we had VTech.
I was just about to say about the VTech.
VTech.
Yeah, we had
That was a big
VTech or
thing.
Leapfrog.
Yep,
But
the leap
again,
pads.
that
the
was
leap-
interactive learning.
Yeah.
It was how many frogs were on this leap?
Yeah.
How many frogs just leaped? Like
such a nice
and that
voice.
was thank you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like that was our level of interactive learning. Now they're literally putting an iPad with a little blue rugged cover on and being like, hey, this is going to be a perfect gift for your 4-year-old.
right.
When really no, it shouldn't be. Don't get it. And this is where
How did that
education
become
and
the
knowledge.
gift? What happened to toys? People don't buy
Because
toys anymore.
people don't buy toys no
Toys
more.
R Us went out of business.
Listen, even my daughter today, for my 7-year-old, my niece is going to be 7. She asked me, well, what do I get for a 7-year-old? I said, what do you mean?
What do you get for a 7-year-old?
That used to be necklaces and bracelet make to do things.
Yeah.
Maybe one of those. What's those things where you used to draw on it and then shuffle it out?
Etch-a-sketch.
Etch a sketch.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But you
So-
get
so-
them something creative and imaginative,
Yeah, yeah.
and then a bit of clothes that you got. You know what I mean? You give
You know
them
what I
those
mean?
sort of.
A little clothes just to appease the parents,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
for the kids, you get them a little bracelet maker or you know what I mean.
something
That-
interactive.
She,
you're right.
she because she's thinking tech.
Because she's had the phone.
Tech. You're talking tech. Have you seen in China the new AI robot? Well, you don't even have to carry a baby no more. There's an artificial womb.
Oh, you're
Have you not seen
joking.
it?
No, I have not.
Artificial womb. So it's a robot with a belly, and they feed all the nutrients through a drip tube, whatever, into the robot, and the baby grows in this
there.
robot for 9
So
months.
you're trying to tell me now that they have replaced the womb? Now it's no longer
So
a
it's working
petri
like
dish.
Yeah, it's an incubator for the baby, then, so to speak.
But then how? What's
Yeah.
the fluid? What's the atomic fluid? Atomic? Am I
Yeah, I
saying
think
that?
that's right.
What's the fluid? What's
We gonna find out. Humanoid. What do they call it?
Oh, no.
All of this stuff just makes me think Black Mirror. We'll just coming too fast
Black-
too soon. Have you watched Black Mirror? Netflix?
I haven't. It's
Mind blowing, mind boggling.
all of this stuff just really, really does scare me though. Because
Black Mirror fighting
as
you.
much as I think technology should
I
have
saw
been,
this image, but I
This is
didn't think
just
it was
so
real. I just
wrong.
thought AI. I didn't read the article or anything, but I did see it and I just thought AI.
So what are they saying? This thing is going to be filled with. So what is atomic fluid consist of?
I'm not.
I
too
mean, our
sure.
body naturally makes that
Yeah, female.
to protect the baby. So how
How would they get it?
would they
how are they
make
gonna
it?
make it?
How are they going to make it to the same substance
That
to
the mother produces.
Yeah.
Because it's DNA and stuff as well.
Yeah. And that DNA is based around, the dads, the
Well,
mums.
think about it. They grow everything now. They could probably take a sample of your blood, your skin, or something, and use that. And
Listen,
lab
nothing
grown.
in life. Tell me one
Pause.
thing.
Sorry to interrupt you. They're going to sell this for $13,900. That's so cheap. I don't even know what that would work out into
Alternative for those
UK.
who wish to avoid the burdens of human what? The burdens of human just see that
This is
that
the
is the problem
problem.
with the world when we look
Yeah.
at life as being a burden.
Burden.
And that no, do you know what?
You
No,
don't only have
no,
one
I'm
baby.
totally-
You only
yeah.
got to go through that thing
No,
once.
they've
What?
scrapped that now because
it? They
yeah,
got
they
what? 'Cause
got
of population?
They need to up-
they
up the-
needed to up the girl population because there was more men than women. But what scares me about that is celebrities. I'm sorry to say, I feel like has a big
I
clause
was gonna
on
say
why
that.
they've done that
Wouldn't you
because
think,
now
like-
they're doing surrogacy because they
Surrogacy.
don't want to mess up their bodies.
Yeah.
But at
Yeah.
least I would understand that more because it's still a natural way of growing a baby. But
Yeah.
is it now that, well, why are we going to do 40 to 80,000 on surrogacy when I can just buy one of these
I
for
don't
13?
think it's just celebrities. I think some people, maybe some women just like the idea of going through
But
pregnancy.
celebrities
you
have
know what I mean?
glamorized it.
Yeah,
they've
they've
glamorized it,
glamorized
yeah,
not
definitely.
carrying because before surrogacy was frowned up. Not I don't
Yeah.
want to say the word frowned
It
upon,
kind
but
of
it was
was.
kind of in the women's society. It was like, what, you didn't carry your own
Baby?
child? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Like, turn up.
because that's such a womanly thing to do,
Oh, it's
and and it
the main
is.
part being a woman.
being-
You can deliver and you can have a child and carry.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
is not taken away from anyone that are having any complications
Patients or
or
anything,
issues
yeah.
or anything
Yes,
like that
yes,
with
of
things.
course.
I'm really not taking that
course.
away. Like we all have to, we all want to have kids. Some don't, some do,
some
and
don't.
those that are
It's not for
struggling, like,
everybody.
Yeah.
But if you are doing it back then, it was like, you're right, it was frowned upon. Like,
yeah, but I can understand if you had medical needs as to why you were doing it, or IVF or anything else like that. But just to do it, it's like not design a vagina. What's the other thing called now where they're just having C-sections to have C-sections? Whereas C-sections because they don't want to push. Yeah, too posh to push. So you'd rather go through major surgery where you can't even lift your child.
No,
but
that's not
this
for
is
me
what
to-
I mean. All these fads are taking away the humanization about life.
everything.
What about AI then in general? Where do you think, like, I'm seeing things like
Listen,
as
AI is
quick as
gonna be the end of us all.
2027, the world is doomed. Like,
I can see it.
you
You know
know,
what I've
see it.
started doing?
job-wise, this
Saying
wise,
thank you,
everything.
Siri. Because I don't want my robot to switch on me. Whenever Siri does thanks, Siri, and it's just natural, like, thanks, Siri. Because I read an article again saying when the robot's switching, and it's like, you lot be saying thank you because they're going to switch up on this.
Yeah.
No,
It's unstoppable, isn't it?
what shocks me, I suppose I'm old school. I turn on a light switch. I turn on my radio. I
I don't know about no smart house. home
Listen,
thing.
the amount
Yeah.
of people that have them though, where all
Yeah.
you hear is Alexa this, Alexa that,
yeah.
Google
Turn on the
this,
light bulb,
turn on
turn
the
on
light, turn on the dimmer,
Everything,
dim
fridge,
switch.
everything is. You can.
But all of that scares me because what we're doing is we're becoming very, what's the word I'm looking
Dependent,
for?
reliant.
Dependent.
Yes,
Yeah.
dependent, reliant on technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always think, I don't know what the film was called or the TV program. There was a TV program where all the electricity died and people had to learn to survive and stuff like that.
Oh, I can't remember.
If that was to actually really happen, what is people doing?
Sorry, did you guys get the same topic? Did you not get the text message from the government saying that there's an
an
alarm going?
emergency.
Did you get
I'm
that this
sure.
week?
Yeah.
I see some
I've had it
people at
twice.
Oxford. I've had it
On the
before.
7th.
a couple of
Listen,
years
I need
ago.
to turn that off my phone.
Yeah, me
I don't
too.
want no
want it on either.
emergency.
But it's just like,
because
okay.
I
Turn it
don't
off.
believe that.
No, there is a way in the settings to
if
switch it
there's-
off.
Yeah,
Is
there
it?
is.
Yeah.
If there is an emergency in this country,
They're
that
alerting
we
us.
need to, they're letting us, or not only that, we're going to or whatever is going off before they send that mass wide
yeah.
message. Again, people may say this conspiracy. This is just my belief because
Got 5 minutes to get shelter.
not 5 minutes.
And
I don't
30
think
minutes
it's even.
after-
I don't
after
even
it's dropped,
think
you've
it's
got
a
30
bomb
minutes to
thing.
get
I
to
think it's another
safer
way.
location.
Oh, really?
Track your phones.
There's different levels of it, you know.
Oh, really?
Like
You
5
know.
minutes to get
And
shelter.
you know we've got like 26 more shelters in
You
this
live
whole
next to-
country.
you live right next door to
Yes,
place.
I'm in.
You
I'm
need to
very
be
much
furthest
in the-
away.
That-
Furthest, we're within 20 miles.
Yeah.
So
We all gone.
We're in
we're
where
cheese
I
and
live.
toast, mate.
Yeah, where I live
You know what I mean?
because you get when they do updates and stuff like that at what's it called? AWE. I actually get a leaflet and it tells you what the blast site is and where I
really?
live. Yeah. And it gives you radius, like how far it will go entirely
Oh,
in terms of
really?
radius, and then what would be the immediate blast zone. I am in the immediate blast zone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm not just outside of that then.
Yeah, just,
But I'll be still be in it, yeah.
But you like me, I'll probably be incinerated immediately.
If you're really thinking on that topic here, I don't think you'd even be living in the town you live in because
What can we do? Like, who was there first? I don't know.
Like you said, there's how many in England? 26, 20?
26, yeah. The country does not have enough for the residents that live here.
Oh,
and I think
shelters.
we've got shelters. Yeah. I think there's like 26 or something that's in the UK.
Is that it?
Yeah.
After they had the world wars and all of that, and then we
Right
keep going.
then. But
No,
then
we're
it
getting
made me then look at
What,
it.
to fit
'cause
60 odd
literally-
million people?
No, literally, Google it, because it made me think. Well, why would anyone have loads of this? But then other countries have vast more.
Okay.
Yeah, and not we're not talking like Afghan or something like that. No, you can understand. But we're talking European countries have sufficient amount to cover their residents, whereas we do
don't.
not.
Doesn't surprise me.
Do they?
And I mean, a lot more than what we do. And I wouldn't say. I mean, are we considered a huge nation?
But we're a forceful nation. We're small, but we're forceful.
Yeah, but in terms of millions of people, like how many people live in the UK? And
60.
not even the UK. How many people live in England?
Majority of the people are in England.
Because I reckon Scotland's probably good. You know, they got enough hills and caves and they're good.
Yeah.
Wales, they're probably good too. A lot of them valleys and them things.
Yeah.
You think?
I reckon they got
I know it's
caves.
low
They
lying
got a
land
lot.
over in
Yeah,
Wales,
but
innit?
you've got to think it's
You
low
think
lying
jellyfish
land.
can't go in a cave?
We can go in a cave, but where's
No,
our
I'm talking
caves?
about if you're what you sheltering from, radiation and them kind of thing. What do you think? That's
Oh,
gonna,
radiation? No. We'll be the
bypass
next
the cave.
Chernobyl,
Once the
innit?
bomb's gone, it's over, basically.
What's it
Yeah.
gonna- yeah.
If it's and that's the thing. Like realistically, if you're going to be a terrorist and you're thinking, where should I hit? AWE is going to just look like the red Google sign, isn't it? It's just going to be like, hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because have you ever seen one of their convoys?
I have
Yeah.
seen them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Their
used to deliver there
convoys
years ago.
are
Yeah.
no, actually en route. Like
I've
when
seen
they're
them.
delivering,
I have seen
The
them.
huts.
they are
Taking
crazy.
the whole road.
Yeah.
You know
The
what I
whole
mean?
road,
And there's
all of the
loads of
police
them.
force,
Yeah,
yeah.
army.
I've seen them transporting things.
Yeah, because to get a job there is like, it's real.
Listen, I heard they do background checks on your whole family.
Yeah, they do.
Your
They
whole family, they do background checks
Yeah.
on. They must have like a staff force
That
of like
that
10.
particular site, like, depends. I used to deliver into there as well, and I've been to all of the sites in the south, and they actually, with that particular site, once you pull up, the armed military man with the M16 gets in, sits next to me, drives me to where I'm going,
really?
and stands by the door, gets back in my vehicle, and drives me out.
Oh, really? So it's, oh, God.
And some of the sites are more worse than others.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of the other sites, like military sites,
Mm.
of course they're all linked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are, which ones
Yeah.
have got some serious things going on. So even though we think it's that one,
Okay.
there's some other ones nearby.
No, I reckon
What's got
this-
some serious stuff going
I
on.
think
I
this
reckon-
one's too bait as well. Everybody kind of
Yeah,
knows, isn't it? So they would have
yeah.
some secret
when-
locations or not secret,
yeah.
but you know.
I reckon we probably I don't think we even make them. I don't know what actually happened because I've seen the convoy going towards AWE. But it's one of those ones where I think, like you said, it's too bait. I reckon things get made or built elsewhere and then transported there to
Yeah,
maybe go somewhere else. But
But you got the third site as well, innit? And they got like, they
That's
got,
what we mean.
that's,
about-
that's the site we're
not
talking
the Harmony or Boston.
about.
no.
That's the main one.
Oh, is it?
It's Harmony.
Oh, I don't live
Oh, I
anywhere
thought
near
that
that.
was the main one.
I
Two
thought
of them,
that.
but there's they got a rack on the ground from A to B.
Really? I can
Shut the
imagine.
front door. I can
Yeah.
imagine, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Imagine what they're transporting between them.
Yeah, and we thought we were worrying about the convoys on top.
top.
I
Two
think-
twos, that's just the paperwork.
You know the site there, innit? In the big one.
No, I haven't
No.
really
You've never
because
seen
I
it?
was
You've never
shocked
drove
how
past
big
it?
our one is. I was shocked how big
No.
AWE is here.
Nah.
Because there's been times where I've been driving and I've been like, where's the
The biggest one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where they make them, and then.
I don't know, man. But yeah.
Well, it'd be good to hear from anyone that works in AWE. If you're allowed to talk about it, we will censor you
can't.
and blur out your face.
Blur out the face.
Right out face. I'm gonna be bleeping out your last conversation.
No, we do the shadow thing. Put the light behind them and it's a silhouette.
And then they talk like that.
yeah.
Yeah, we got the deep voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
that'd be interesting.
it's interesting.
It'll be interesting to actually know. Like, okay, I think just what the rumor is.
She keeps
and
saying
all
the
that.
W word on YouTube, but I'm gonna have to like all this. I'm beeping.
Oh, well,
it
you're
all
not
out.
allowed to say the
No,
W word.
No, you can say what you want, but it's just kinda
Okay, with the
get buried.
Boof.
And you know what? You know when there's YouTube, there's the subtitles. Certain words they won't even come up. It would just blank. If you
Blank it
don't notice,
out,
they
yeah,
just
yeah.
blank it. They don't
Oh, I didn't know that.
put certain words.
Yeah.
You know?
In there, it will just
Yeah.
auto-correct it itself.
They just leave a blank. That underscore kind of
Censorship.
thing.
Yeah.
I think I was watching one of the last ones the other day, and they even blanked out something in one of our.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but something was blanked, and I'm like, oh,
Probably me.
you know what I
It's
mean?
always me.
And it was an F word or something, or an S word or something. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Like-
what? Even
Yeah,
on Channel 4
they
you
do.
can swear.
Swear,
We
innit?
heard it,
Oh,
but
okay.
it never came up on the
On the
subtitles,
screen.
so you could read it.
Oh, so
I've
they
seen
don't
that
want
with a
you
few
reading
things
it.
now you said it.
Huh?
I've seen that a few times on a few
yeah.
things that they do that.
Yeah.
They take the words out. Hmm.
It does make me wonder what else they build in there then.
Some of them sites they say it's not even like relevant. Some of them they say they
Could be
some of them just-
decoys.
yeah.
I
Maybe.
reckon, yeah.
With a-
Because
They would have
even
to.
when you go past the one in Tadley, Aldermaston, and you go like past one of the so many
Sites.
entrances, you drive past it, it just looks derelict, like nobody ain't even used that building for 40 years. you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right.
So
when someone goes in with the pass, it's all do you know what I mean? All tech in there.
on the ground.
All these guys come out of nowhere. One little person. What do you
It
want?
turns into Men in Black. You know when they go into their thing and it's like, wow.
Oh yeah, and it's like just a lift.
Yeah. Turns into all of that.
I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is all getting a little bit too scary. How
How
did we go on from like biological wombs to
Because I don't know how we
Destructions.
got there, but
that's good
real.
conversation, that is. And you
it's
can
real.
be
It's deep.
talking about that. But it's all very scary. To be fair, I'm less scared of atomic stuff being built or created or near my house than AI bellies.
I wouldn't even be
You
scared.
say you're scared of that more?
I'm scared of AI bellies
Bellies
more
more.
than
Yeah. Same
atomic
here.
anything.
Yeah.
Like an AI belly, like what is going to soon? What is next? Because
And
you've
who's
already
that
got
person going to grow up to be?
right. How?
Mm.
But then, to be fair, we need to be
So-
worrying about all these babies that are going to be drinking this.
Fluid.
No,
Artificial.
not the fluid. I was going to say, beyond the artificial wombs, we need to be worrying about the babies that are being born or grown in real wombs, but then drinking. How do I put this in context that won't create? Okay, so obviously you've known about with transgender people when they want to, have the full fulfillment of childbirth, so they then start taking a concoction of chemicals and medicines to try and recreate breast milk. So I'm more worried. I'm waiting to see what
for
the effects are going to be of
sakes.
those babies that are going to be ingesting this cocktail of medicine, breast milk, and then I'm going to be
Just to
interested to see.
breastfeed. Oh, for
Just so
God's
they can
sakes.
feel like they can breastfeed. They'll take a concoction, and the NHS supports this. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, there was a whole thing
You're
on it because I
right.
think it was
What
on
are those children
GMTV or
gonna
something.
come
What
out?
are those children going to come out like?
Mm.
What illnesses or stuff? Because
And that is such a personal thing. Sorry to cut you.
Sorry, no
because
problem.
you want to know what it feels like to breastfeed. You're not worrying about feeding the child. You're not worried about
Yeah,
nutrition
yeah.
and your values.
Mm-hmm.
You've taken it again into this. It's about me and my title
my
and my
feeling.
labels and you having to
My
accept
rights.
me because I say I'm this and I'm going to prove to you that I'm this by doing this. You're not doing it because my baby needs to eat. My baby needs to drink. Because if you did, you just give it formula like everybody else. 'Cause you want to
Right.
raise a child. You want it to be wholesome.
That's what
and
you wanted
rounded.
it to be,
But
yeah.
it's about waving this flag of no, we can do this and be like you women over here. Come out my face with that, man. Yes. Yes. If
But
it's about
yeah,
kids, then I
so-
could understand, but it's not. It's again about a label
It is,
and getting clout. I seem to be using that word a lot today.
but it's
like.
going to, and now we're going into AI wombs. So
Oh, well.
again,
Then they're going to be arguing with the AI wombs. No, because my baby's such and so. Like,
yeah.
where does it end?
And it is where does it end? And not only that, is anyone actually okay? So, for example, here's my timeline. When they first took discipline out of the home, along with religion, I thought to myself, okay, so, and this is at the time when they were giving ASBOs out, right?
Okay, yeah.
Remember
Remember
ASBO
ASBOs?
kids and
ASBOs,
stuff
yeah.
like that?
Yep, that
so it
went
made me
away
think, and this
quickly.
is when discipline was still in the house and you still had those one or two ASBO kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Terrorizing the neighborhood, whatever else. And it was a case of, what's your parent doing to discipline you and rah, 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 rah. Now you've taken away discipline and more or less religion out of the home. So now these children, and I always wondered, like, when you took away discipline out of the home, you're always going to have your baby P's or the Victoria mums or those people. That's something's wrong with them. Do you know?
People,
No
yeah.
one, it's like when people say, oh, weed is the gateway drug, that you're going to go off and do more things. No, again, that's down to the person.
Yeah.
So, if that person was going to, if they're sick enough to do that to a child, they were always going to do that to a child. But discipline is different. So, I always used to wonder, like, what are those children going to turn up like? And now we have, like, what, kids
What you
honey
see now.
trapping and stabbing each other like nobody's business and this and this. And it's the same thing. Now we're seeing the effects of taking discipline out of the home, because now those children are 16,
true.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, beating their mums, beating their girlfriends,
Very true.
can't be taught in school,
Not
rah, rah.
educated.
There's no... and not
The
saying that
authority was
parenting
taken
is
away from
fear,
them.
but there's
Yeah.
no fear of authority. Police
Yeah.
can't control them, parent can't control them, teacher can't control them. So
Mm-hmm.
this now is your effect. So now when we have these effect of what these children are going to look like when they're drinking their cocktail of breast milk,
Mm-hmm.
and what these children are going to look like when they're coming out of an AI official atomic fluid.
Yeah.
Artificial belly.
So in the next 100 years, what is society
Look like.
going to actually look like? What are these people going to look? Because you got to think, even, and I'll even say this about my daughter's generation. They were raised, and my daughter was an avid reader.
Yeah.
Avid. She loved a book.
Yeah,
The moment
definitely.
the phone got in her hand, and this is big 14, 15 years old, she still says she likes reading, but now on the phone. Now, to me,
It's not the same as
it's
that
not the
Yeah.
same. You
age.
didn't want a Kindle back in the day when you liked your books. You didn't want a Kindle. I offered you a Kindle.
Oh,
You said you didn't want it.
360, innit?
I wanted a thing, but now you want to read a book on your phone. So, like we were saying before, like these kids need to go because now they don't know how to use a dictionary. They don't. An encyclopedia is a foreign word to them. You know, research using paper and that. I even asked her because she's off to university and she showed me her school bag and I was like, "How are you going to fit your books in that?" She was like,
Books.
"Mum, books. Don't do things by books." But that's the generation now.
Yeah.
It's laptop
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you
She
know
needs a
everything's
laptop.
online and all of these sort of things. And I'm just like, so when you have these children that are so invested, because now those are going to be the ones that are the non-critical thinkers.
Yeah.
Because they've not learned to think for themselves. There's no book that my daughter's an exception because she did once upon a time read books, and I'm hoping one day she'll go back to reading books. But for those
She
that
will.
have never picked up a book like that
No
or
hope.
had no, there's no hope. There's no critical thinking of them. There's nothing, because you've got to think a book brings your, what's the word, your imagination to life.
Yeah.
You have to picture what
That's
that
your
might have
cognitive
looked
figment
like and
as
stuff
well. You
like
have to
that.
think where the story might go or not go.
Yeah.
Whether it makes your mind tick a little bit more. innit?
Imagine the characters or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
You've got a
What-
vision.
yeah.
You've got to use. Yeah.
And again, we grew up watching Disney that made this magical world, and we imagined being in this magical world, and we were princesses, and we were all of this. Now our kids are watching streams,
yeah.
Yeah.
even the young ones.
Yeah,
even
yeah.
because, like I said to you, like they're watching a family. Like we were watching Disney and
Yeah.
Looney Tunes and all of
Yeah.
that sort of things. Now they're watching adults play house.
Yeah, yeah.
To the point
So
where I've had to-
what's that going to then do? Like, don't get it twisted with my godson, my beautiful baby. He's an exception because he loves. He's going to be an engineer. I'm telling you now, he's going to be an engineer. The way he likes how cars work and motor stuff, like he's very much going to be an engineer. But for those that don't have those kind of interests, alongside watching those kind of YouTubes, those that sit down 24/7 in front of a TV or the computer watching these sort of things, because the parent don't want a parent. So when you have those children, what are they going to look like as adults?
Yeah.
very
Because
needy. They
yeah,
can be very needy, very dependent on you still as adults because they won't know anything outside of that because they've not looked up. They haven't
Out of
looked
their
up
screen.
when you've told them to do something. They're not really. They've done it, but it's slapdash. They don't really know how to do it.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They haven't really. They're so quick to get back to a device.
Yeah, yeah.
Not really putting anything in to understand what you're trying to teach them as a life skill. Because you ain't going to be in my house for the rest of your days. Don't matter if you're big or little, whatever. But you start to build your character, don't you? But I feel like a lot of people aren't doing that. Even this week, I've made my son like, no, you're in a whole different realm now. There is a major expectation of you within the yard. You got to do this, this, and this because I'm not raising you to get dashed out by no gal. And I mean that. I'm not
Yeah.
raising you to be thrown out by no woman because you don't know how to do the things that you need to do. That's how I parent, and I'm your
Yeah.
parent. You get vexed about it, but no
Yeah.
one's going
Get
to teach
vexed
you
with
this.
it because
get
we
vexed
know
with it.
with all
You'll
this
appreciate it when you're older. You
right
better.
because and not only that there's certain things that even I hear my daughter say about certain situations that she'll be with her friends and she'll be like, oh, can't believe they didn't think of that, and I'm like, but that's my raising of you, because if just where I might have put in that little, I'm not
Insert,
downgrading
yeah.
anyone, but my different 5% to that parent to make sure you didn't just focus on TV or you didn't just focus on
Yeah.
things. You had chores, you had responsibilities,
Yeah.
and you weren't allowed to be let off those sort of things. Other parents, because that's the first thing they chuck in your face, isn't it? Well, my friends, the parents don't have to do that, and
They
my
ain't
friends
my
don't have to do
children.
that. And it's that. It's like, well, okay, well, go live there then. Because while you live here, this is what you're going to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
when and even
one
then
though.
we can still see little aspects. Like I saw my daughter showed me, I think it was her that showed me. She showed this. I saw this clip of this. I think she was like 13 or 14, having an absolute meltdown in the air, because she had to put her phone away, because obviously like you can't be on your phone on the airplane. So I'm talking, she is beating on her mum. This is in the you can Google it. I think it's an old clip from the look of it, but this child is beating on her mum. You're having other passengers having to help the mum because all she's done is take the phone off the kid because she's trying to use the phone while in the airplane. Well, and it's like, when that's your reaction, what's happening? What's going on?
Like, what's they call the airport security? Was it the security on deck? What do they call them? The air traffic police, whatever. They would have had to come out of undercover and take either her or me, because that could not happen.
Could not happen. I couldn't. I'd be like, listen, you lot better get your phones out, record this, because I'm never gonna let her. I don't think I'm ashamed. I ain't gonna be ashamed for the beat down I'm about to put on my child. But record it and let her know. Do you remember when this happened? Do I need to? Because back in the day, because obviously now you don't want to smack your child or whatever. I used to have to call them resets, because when I used to feel like she was getting a little bit out of control or she was forgetting herself, do I need to reset you? Do I need to remind you of what?
I've never heard
what
that,
was going on in it.
Yeah.
Because it was reset. We didn't need resets. Our parents showed us very firmly if we forgot very quickly and how quick they would remind us. But when you've gone a long time without a lash or a reminder of who you're talking to, what it is
that's
like, do we need to reset?
Yeah,
that's a good line.
Do we need to reset? Do we really need to take it back there? Because I'm not that parent. I don't. Again, when she was younger and she used to act up in the street because she thinks that, oh, you're not allowed to talk to me like that. My teacher says you're not allowed to say those things. F your teachers and F the world. If you think you're going to be that kid that's going to embarrass me on road because you think I'm going to be embarrassed, no, I will embarrass you.
So if anybody's let us know, like, the unruliness of the kids. Let us know what you think about the artificial wound. Let us know what you think about everything we discussed. Are you a TikToker? Are you whatever? We want to hear more. We want to hear more, so we could lead on this topic on the next episode and get some feedback off of it.
Send us your questions. Send us your opinions.
And send us topics that you would like us to discuss as well. Like, we really do want to have a community with you guys and really build our own little village that we can have a safe space to really talk open and discuss all these sort of things. Is like, we want to hear from you. We need this interaction. So please give us some ideas. Give us some topics that you want to hear about.
Something that's close to your heart that you want to get off. You want to put out there, perhaps. You might want to be anonymous, but you think like something's just bugging me.
And you want to know if we've experienced the same things. Like we said, like I got along, definitely go on to Asher's lives and watch her. And it's one of those ones where, like, this is important as well. This is a subject, a subcategory, not subcategory. What's the word? I'm like a sister company of community. You know, when you can relate to someone and we can have these open discussions, and you never know who we're reaching. We might be reaching that person that's tucked in the corner that's absolutely fearful of saying something out loud. We will talk for you. You know, let us know. And again, you can do it anonymously. I'm sure you lot find a way. I'm not super techie like that, but if you can
inbox, you know,
inbox,
or you leave a comment,
or create a fake account. Even if you create a fake account in order to be able to ask your questions in a safe environment,
we'll get back to you
and not be a troll. Not use one to troll and be that. Get life.
You can phone in. Like I said, you can phone in. So if you have leave a comment, leave a question, something you might want to talk about, and we'll get back to you. And if you want to phone in on one of the episodes,
we let the phone in as well.
Yeah, we could do a phone in, and then we could talk to you directly.
I would love to do a phone in with you guys next.
So just go on to YouTube, leave a comment under this video of anything we've talked about, and
and let us know your opinions. I'm sure there's going to be people that might agree with us. But then if you disagree with anything that we said, we want to hear you too. Like, don't feel discouraged. Like, we want to know your opinion, because that's how you have good debates. And that's how we all learn.
Critical thinking.
Very much. Very much. We've got to bring back having good old fashioned debates that's not, what's the word?
Offensive, where people as well aren't going to get upset.
Get offended or
you know what I mean? It's having real honest adult conversations.
Let's bring back critical thinking and good debates and everything is open and please people, like, those that want to just troll, just don't. There's so much more I'd love to say
Do you
to
know
that.
what? With regards to my own platform, I had quite a couple of trolls.
Oh, yeah, I've seen one.
the
I was
other
there
day
on that
in
one.
live?
Yeah, we got a good boy. We got a good.
Someone was trolling, but because I'm busy and engaging, you don't catch every single comment.
Yeah.
But what I noticed in the comment was everybody was like atting this person, just going ham. Why are you here? So I didn't have to do anything. It did not. I don't know what they said. It didn't even touch me because my community, I love them. They dealt with it. Then somebody just got rid of them and said like, "Why are you here?" But it was nice to see that people got my back without me having to come off topic to be like, why are you here? And I didn't have to do the angry thing on screen. My people done it for me. It was good.
Well, it's because you've got to look at, like, at the end of the day, like when you kind of look at it as the troll mindset, hurt people, innit?
Yeah.
But why are you hurting so badly that you can't talk to someone, or like, is this really your life? Is this really what you want to be about? Is this kind of negativity?
Keep that energy at all times. I believe a lot of this keyboard warriors, you feel like you can say what you want behind the screen. Okay, cool. If you was in real life with me, you would not have that same energy. You wouldn't say that to me. So that's why I feel like the internet for me is still very much up there. It's a virtual world. Do you know what I mean? People can be whoever you want to be in there. But when we come out of that, you ain't that same person. I'm not that same person. No, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're confronted with that, look at the boy. He'd done a video and he's like, he was saying like the N-word, this 14-year-old kid, he was saying the N-word, and this guy done a stitch. And he said, do you live at 15? The kid's like, he goes, and it's such and such a mom and such and such a dad. He starts saying, he goes, what, you're going to destroy a 14-year-old kid's life? He said, but that 14-year-old kid didn't mind spitting out racism, did he? Mm-hmm. So you weren't a 14-year-old kid then, were you? Yeah. The boy start bawl, like. But again, to me, he put in a bit too much effort of trying to take down a troll because it is still the internet. In reality, in real life, you're 14 or not, you're crying.
All right, so this is where we're going to leave it here.
We're off.
We can talk for ages.
We can.
See you later, and we'll see you on the next episode. Don't forget, subscribe,
subscribe.
Share.
Like, subscribe.
Say that again.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Subscribe, share.
And give us your comments as well. And phone in next time. So let us know what you want us to discuss. See you all. Thank you for watching.
Have a good weekend.